What's up, guys? I literally just I just got out of bed. I walked into my office and, first of all, welcome all the new subscribers. I gained a whole lot of new subscribers after I hit Reddit front page like 2 or 3 days ago. So that's huge. This video was, I had planned to do an update where this video is. I had planned to just do a general update because I haven't done one since I did my move across the country, and and also introduce all the new subscribers. But that'll be the next video, I guess, because I just walked into my office and the N9ne featuring Eminem collaboration after 10 fucking years finally confirmed. That's such a beautiful thing. It's such a good thing for the genre. Even if you're not a fan of either artist, let me explain why. Even if you're not a fan of either artist, let me explain to you why this is such an important thing for hip-hop. Because you're taking mainstream's MVP. You're taking the guy that for the last 10 years, the guy that everybody's been pointing to for the last decade, whenever anybody says there's no real lyricism within mainstream, you're taking the guy that everybody points to when anybody says that, and you're collaborating him with, not only with, but on the album of the pioneer of independent hip-hop, underground's MVP, the guy who's been building underground hip-hop and building the foundation for independent rappers since 1985. This guy's been building strange music and everything up to this point for like almost 30 goddamn years. And it doesn't get any bigger than this. This is why it's so important. N9ne is proving that you can get to the top. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than this. He's collaborating with the Beatles of our generation. Even if you don't like Eminem, you cannot deny that that's his position. He is the Beatles of our generation. There is no higher selling artist across any genre alive today, that includes bands, that outsells Eminem. He is the Beatles of our generation. So to have him collaborate with a person who's never been on a mainstream label, a person who's never done anything with, he's never signed any sort of mainstream anything. He's not affiliated with any of it. To be able to get Eminem, not only to collaborate with him, but on his own album, it doesn't get any bigger than that. And it's such a beautiful thing for the genre. It's such a healthy thing for the genre for that to happen, because he's proving that you can get to that point without ever kissing ass. You can get to that point without ever signing anything with any mainstream, without ever sacrificing your artistic integrity for anybody. You can reach the top, assuming you work hard and long enough and the music is good enough. And that's beautiful. Tech's been wanting this. He's been trying for this collaboration since like 2005 on Ever Ready. And we learned about that in like 2006. It was, I made a whole timeline. I'll link it in the description on the Hip Hop Shelter. I made a whole timeline laying out everything from like the last 10 years leading up to this point of Tech trying to get this collaboration. And I'll link that in the description, as well as the confirmation and the countdown. It's crazy. It's just fucking crazy. Oh God, I can't believe, like, I've been dreaming of this collaboration for over a decade, and to finally just see it in front of my face like this, it's like, holy shit. And I have no doubt in my mind it's going to be an amazing track, because Tech and M both have that rare gene where they're just unable to be topped on a collaboration project. So it's fire versus fire. I mean, they both have that ability where they're like, nah, nigga, you can't top me, and then they just keep going and going, and it's like, wow, to finally have them both on a track. Like, aside from everything it's doing for the genre, I mean, as you guys know, they're both my favorite artists. Eminem and N9ne, they're the main recipes for what has built the Legion. So to finally see them both come together like this, it's amazing. I mean, Eminem has never even really acknowledged N9ne. They collaborated once on a massive collaboration project back in '99 for the Wake Up show called The Anthem, but they never actually met each other. They didn't even know they were both going to be on the track. It was just a massive compilation of like 11 or 12 rappers. But yeah, this is just supposed to, Tech has always wanted just him and Eminem on a track, just them with Chris on the hook. And Chris is undeniably one of the greatest singers walking the planet. That dude's vocal range is insane. I don't know if you've ever seen Chris Calico live. No words for it. That guy's voice is insane. Watch like Unstable, or watch like Why Me, or watch Proof of God. Proof of God. Oof. God, Chris is beautiful. Beautiful voice. So they're having him on the hook. We already have the hook. It's in the promo video for the album. And Tech has never pushed back an album. Like, I can't remember the last. I mean, I know he has, but I can't remember when he did it. But Tech has never, ever, ever not met his deadlines. He always meets his deadlines. That's the thing with Strange Music. You've got to be ready to get up and go. That's what they're always saying. You got to be ready to get up and go, because they're always pumping out. Because as a mainstream label, when you're not getting any video or radio play, your best course of action is to just keep pumping out solid material all the time. 2-3 projects a year. Just keep pumping it out, and then touring in between. Nothing else. So for Tech this was originally supposed to come out in January, and then he pushed it back to like March 15th, and then he pushed it back to May 5th, and now it's pulled back to May 4th. Like, that's not like Tech to do that at all. I mean, I know it's not Tech doing it. It's Travis O'Gwyn, his partner, the co-CEO, along with Tech at Strange Music. He's the one that does all that. Tech just writes the music, and it's produced by Seven. Seven, in my opinion, the greatest producer of all time. Alongside with Dr. Dre and I'd say Dr. Dre and Seven are the top 2 producers ever. Yeah. But Seven, he's just been doing it since he was a child. He's like, that guy is insane. His mixing, his engineering, his everything is perfect. It's perfect, and he has this. He sounds huge. He's the one that brought Tech. He's the one that allowed Tech to have the sound that he wanted. The first time Tech was ever satisfied with his sound was on "Come Gangster" on Ever Ready, and that was thanks to Seven. And Seven's been Strange's primary producer ever since. So he's producing it. Chris on the hook, and then Eminem and N9ne. I don't know what more you could want. I hope you guys enjoy the track as much as I do. I know it's going to be amazing. Even if it's not, just the fact that it's happening, just the fact that that's finally happening, and proving to every rapper coming up that can happen. It's such a necessary and healthy thing for the genre. And that's it. I'm over talking myself at this point. I'll link everything you need to know in the description. And take care. Oh, and welcome all the new subscribers. I'll make an update video in a couple days, just updating everything ever since my move and introducing all of you.